Hello, hope you're having a great day. This morning I've woken up with a bit of a headache, which might be the result of yesterday's boxing class, doing sparring and getting punched in the head, but it's not too bad. And I don't actually have much aching in my body elsewhere. There's definitely a little bit in my right shoulder, but usually the day after boxing, I'm in, a lot of pain, so that's good. Maybe it's a sign that my body's becoming more resilient to the boxing. Who knows? I didn't actually get a migraine after boxing yesterday, which is good. I sort of felt like one was coming on and then it didn't. But as I say, I've woken up with a little bit of a headache, but I'll overcome it. It's no problem. Now, this morning was a big struggle to get out of bed, as it is every morning. But I did thankfully manage to get up and stay up at 7:30. One thing I noticed though, normally I'll wake up at 4:30, 5 or whatever and go to the toilet, and then I know that I've got a couple of hours or a few hours sleep left. But this morning I woke up at 7 to go to the toilet, and I was kind of gutted that I knew that I only had half an hour sleep, to go back to before my alarm goes off at 7:30. And when I did get up at 7:30, I did actually turn my alarm off and laid back down for a sec, and then thankfully got straight back up after about a minute and sat on the end of my bed as usual, waiting 20 minutes to be ready for the day, just sitting there battling my own mind. But, I seem to be winning that battle every day now. It's been about 2.5 weeks, so happy days. One thing though, last night I went to bed just gone midnight, and I've been trying to go to bed about 11 I think is an ideal time to go to bed if you're getting up at 7:30. Now in the past I've said that it doesn't really matter what time I go to bed. In the past when I've been going through spells where I've been failing to get up for just weeks and weeks and weeks on end, in them situations it didn't matter what time I went to bed. It was better for me in them situations to sit up and maybe do a load of editing or get a load of work done that I inevitably wouldn't be able to do the next morning because I was failing to get up. But now that I am managing to get up at 7:30 every day and I am winning that battle with my mind, I think now it is more key that I try and go to bed at 11 and don't stay up till 12, because now that I'm actually able to sort of beat my lazy mind in the morning, I think now I am able to benefit from, say that extra hour sleep going to bed at 11 instead of 12. So I want to keep this going. So I do want to focus on trying to get to bed at 11 every night, or, maybe sooner if I'm feeling tired enough. I think last night, actually, my beautiful girlfriend Kat was falling asleep at about 10:30 on the sofa. And then, I was feeling a bit tired as well. And I sort of said to her we should go to sleep. She always just falls asleep on the sofa anyway. But then, at 11 o'clock, I decided to dive into a couple of tasks, online that I've kind of been putting off for a couple of days. Just, like things that are on my to-do list that I never get around to. So I ended up doing those things and then ended up going to bed at 12. But ultimately, I'm just really happy that I'm able to get up at 7:30 every morning. It is a battle. Like every day is just its own struggle. And I don't feel confident that I'm going to be able to keep doing it every day. I'm just literally taking one day at a time. But so far, I do seem to be winning that battle in the morning for the last sort of 2.5 weeks, which is good. Now, as usual, I'm turning the camera on after I've, been through most of my daily routine. If you've been watching these videos, you'll know that the first thing I do once I get off the end of my bed, once I've won that battle with my mind, is have a couple of pints of water. I then have some salt water to replenish any salt that I might have lost during the night through sweating. I then have my vitamin C supplement, just because it's one that dissolves in water. Then I come into the bedroom here and put loads of layers on, ready to go for my walk around the block. And I brush my teeth before I go for that walk. Once I get back from my walk, I write in a journal to remind myself what I'm grateful for in this life. Remind myself what I did yesterday that I'm proud of, and acknowledge anything that I did yesterday that I'm not proud of. And, then just write out whatever's going through my mind in that moment. And then I sit down for a 10-minute meditation where I just focus on my breath and the inner feeling of my body. And every time my mind wanders off, as it inevitably will, into thought, gently bring it back and focus on my breath. I do that for 10 minutes following a guided meditation on YouTube. And then after that, is when I turn the camera on. And yeah, now I need to crack on with my workout. And in terms of my workout, I think I'm just going to bang out some push-ups, sit-ups, and then I'll do some hammer curls. So yeah, bicep curls, but holding it like this. And I think I might sort of do them across my body like this. So, you know, your normal bicep curl will be like this. I normally do hammer curls like this. And then, yeah, sometimes, like today, I sort of just go like this. I don't know. I think, you know, those variations on exercises just hit your muscles slightly different. I don't know. I don't pretend to know what I'm doing. All I know is that working out every day is a very small part of making myself into a stronger human being every day. Now, in terms of the push-ups and sit-ups, we've done loads in boxing yesterday, so I might not be able to hit my normal 20 or 25 push-ups and 25 sit-ups in each set, but you know, I'll go to failure. I'll do 2 sets of all of those 3 exercises, and then I can jump in my cold shower for some healthy suffering, and then I'll come out buzzing and awake and ready for the day, which will start with, as always, my healthy poached egg on toast breakfast. But that's in the future. Right now, it's time for my workout. I feel like I'm not able to get full range of motion because this thing might hit me in the head, so maybe I'll just do normal hammer curls. Alright, so today I was undecided whether I should go over to my garage and make a start on what I want to do next on the latest project. But yeah, I really wanted to spend the day with my beautiful girlfriend because she's off. And yeah, we will be going to the gym together later. And to be fair, Kat was up for coming over to the garage with me for a couple of hours, but I decided not to do that. And we've actually made our way to Wembley to go and look at, what's it called? Bubble Planet. Some bubble-based exhibition. It's the old Wembley Stadium. Been there a few times now to see Ed Sheeran. Trippy, man.
Trippy, dude.
It's like doing drugs without doing drugs. Alright, well, the Bubble Planet was very weird, very trippy. Some of the rooms with like the mad lighting and music and whatnot. The VR, which we had to pay extra for, was really trippy. Yeah, just a really weird place, but you know, kind of an escape from reality, which for a drug addict like me is well, deep down what I really want. But yeah, we just got ourselves a Tesco meal deal. I get these a lot. So chicken, and what I assume is a semi-healthy smoothie, probably not as healthy as the ones we make at home myself. Yeah, all that for £3.40. Way better than, you know, resorting to getting a burger or whatever from McDonald's. Yeah, I suppose now we're going to wander around the shops here at Wembley and then eventually head home and eventually go for that leg session in the gym. It's 6 p.m. and me and my beautiful girlfriend are just about ready to leave the house to go to the gym to do a leg session. And I've got to be honest, I am absolutely exhausted. I have just made myself a coffee, so I'm hoping, well, I'm pretty sure that's going to help the situation. But yeah, my mind is definitely sort of being dragged into the future, and it's making me dread my upcoming leg session, because I am tired. It is going to be really hard. Legs is really hard anyway, but sort of getting drawn into my mind, dragging me into the future, imagining how bad it's going to be, isn't helping the situation, is it? If anything, it'll be like a self-fulfilling prophecy where I've thought about how bad it's going to be so much that when I get there, it's inevitably going to be bad. So I'm just trying to keep bringing myself back to the present moment right now. I don't need to worry about how bad my leg session is going to be. I just need to worry about enjoying my coffee, right? And then, on the way to the gym, I'll be focusing on the journey to the gym. And then when I get to the gym, I'm going to try and keep my attention on what I'm doing in the gym. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a normal, very fast, very steep incline walk as my warm-up, because Kat went to the gym yesterday and done her cross-trainer that she likes to do on her first session of the week. So yeah, it'll be treadmill for a warm-up and then 6 machines on legs. And then I can come back and chill out and focus on getting to sleep at a reasonable time tonight. But that's in the future. Cue clips in the gym. And we are back from an awesome leg session, which was hard, yes, but it wasn't as hard as my mind was trying to make out that it was going to be earlier on. It's funny, like whenever you exercise or push yourself, no matter how tired you are, your body will always find energy once you start getting going. And I think that's just, like a sort of primitive mechanism. You can imagine that, thousands of years ago, if you was absolutely exhausted and then you were sort of chased by a predator, your body would tap into some sort of reserve of energy to get you away from danger, right? It's also the same reason why, for instance, people are able to run a lot further when they're running from the police or running from someone that's trying to attack them than they might be able to run if they just ran around the block, right? And it's funny, yesterday in my boxing class, I mentioned in yesterday's video that in yesterday's boxing class, I've probably done more rounds of sparring than I've ever done in one boxing class, right? I think I've done about 9 or 10 or so. And there was 4 of us in a ring at any one time, and we was all sort of sparring each other. So with 4 of you in a ring, you was having 3 rounds of sparring, right? Before then, one person got out and then the 5th person got in. So at the last sort of round, if you like, of 3 rounds, I was done. Like I was spent. And then the coach is like, right, this is the last 3 rounds, come on. And then, you just find some energy from somewhere, and I was able to get through those last 3 rounds of sparring, even though I felt that at the beginning of those last 3 rounds of sparring, I was done. Your mind will always tap out, if you give it a chance to, way before your body reaches its limit. And your body will always find energy if you need it. And yeah, that's what happened today in the gym. Earlier on, I was not ready for a leg session. One of the main reasons that I probably got to my leg session tonight was, 2 reasons. One, because I was going with Kat and we don't get to work out as regularly as I would like, and 2, because I know that I flopped 2 days ago. This leg session I was supposed to do then. If it wasn't for those 2 reasons, I might have flopped tonight, because I was feeling so tired, because my mind was dragging me into the future and, creating this story about how the leg session was going to be unbearable, and also sort of how I wasn't going to get as much out of it as I'd want to, and it's all nonsense. Once you get yourself going, your body, as long as your mind is in the game, your body will find the energy. And yeah, it was an awesome leg session. We got through it quite quick because when I'm there with Kat, we both go on a machine each, do a set, then swap, do a set, then swap. So yeah, we seem to get I get through a leg session way quicker, because if I'm on my own, then I'll go on a machine, do a set, and then have to wait a few minutes, then do a set, have to wait a few minutes, and so on, and then move on to my second machine. Whereas when we're together, we're just like, set on that machine, set on that machine, set on that machine. So yeah, awesome session. I actually went up a notch on the calf press. I'm at 250 pounds on the calf press, and I'm still able to bang out nearly as many reps. I'm sure my form isn't great, but I'll be doing more calves here at home tomorrow when I do my leg session in the morning. So I'm definitely still getting a pump in my muscles, even if I'm not an expert enough to do the right form and whatnot. And ultimately, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm just trying to turn myself into a stronger human every day. And my sort of current lifestyle is fulfilling that goal. Anyway, my beautiful girlfriend's having her shower. Then I'm going to have my shower. And then, we're going to have some dinner. And I'm going to chill out this evening. I think what I'm actually going to do is at least make a start on editing this video, because I don't really have much else to do. I mean, there's always stuff to do, right? But I can sort of take my foot off the gas a bit this evening, try and focus more on getting to sleep at 10:30, 11, and then getting up for a busy day tomorrow. Cat's at work, and I want to go around the garage and make some more progress on the new project and start filming another video. But that's me thinking way too far into the future. Right now, shower, food, chill out, and maybe a little bit of editing of this footage. It's fair to say that sometimes me and Kat are quite useless at making certain decisions. Where should we go? What should we do? What should we watch at the cinema? What should we have for dinner? And today, Kat asked me, do I want mince or do I want chicken? And that was actually really easy for me to decide. And we're having mince in wraps. All the sauces to choose from. Obviously, grated cheese. Oh, and chicken and eggs. If in doubt, both. Well, it's now 4 minutes to 11, so I'm just about on time to get myself ready for bed, brush my teeth, and get to bed at 11, which was the aim today. But what an awesome day. Managed to get up at 7:30, won that first battle in my mind. Didn't have a ton of work to do today, but got everything done that I needed to, and then spent the day with my beautiful girlfriend Kat. We went to the gym together, obviously went to Wembley to check out that bubble planet. Yeah, it's always cool, spending time with my girlfriend. I don't do it enough. I do live a hectic life, but today, it feels like it's been a bit of a chilled one. But then when I actually analyse it, I got up early, done some work on my MacBook, had a workout, went out with Kat for the whole day, then went to the gym with Kat and done a really intensive leg session, all whilst I've been a bit knackered all day because of, me having quite an intense boxing session yesterday. So yeah, I suppose it's not really a chilled out day at all, is it? And that's good, because I know that chilled out days aren't good for me. Not good for any man, in my opinion. So tomorrow I will be heading out over to the garage. Hope the weather's going to be dry. Really need to get out and spend the whole day over at the garage, working on my car, filming more content. And the journey continues. Like, I have managed to do an initial cut of the footage in this video, apart from this clip, of course, which is going to give me a nice head start in the morning. So I'm going to get myself to bed and hopefully get up early again tomorrow for another busy day. So for now, massive thanks as always to everyone who's tuned in. Hope it's been somewhat helpful or motivational. Feel free to say hello in the comments and we'll have a chat. Or if you prefer to talk to me more privately, get in touch through any of the other channels. All the links to everything will be in the description as usual. But other than that, I'll chat to you tomorrow.